Do goldfish make good pets? Animal lovers sound off with more bar talk from Ion, Jersey Joe, you, and the Brew.
More Brew with you now. It's the question we ask you: do goldfish make good pets? Joel, what do you think?
No, probably not. I mean, only if you're like super lazy, they're perfect. Because all you have to do is like what, clean the tank occasionally, probably, and just like sprinkle some of those flaky shits in there, and that's pretty much it, right?
Well, I'm going to say yes, they do make good pets, but you can't be lazy about it, because if you're too lazy, you don't clean that tank, it'll be just a giant cloud of just like crap in there. Do you ever see goldfish? They swim around with feces coming out of them all the time, so they are absolutely filthy animals. Yes, they're simple, and you could probably go a couple days, but it's almost like a losing battle to clean up that fish tank. I had them as a kid. I think I had fish that lasted like 10 years. They get huge, and the bigger the tank, the bigger they'll get. But you gotta keep after them. But you're right, feeding them is easy.
Yeah, it's like the lazy person. It's like the second laziest. It's like the laziest would be like having a pet rock, and then the second laziest is like having a goldfish, and then after that is like all other pets. They're more high maintenance.
I think they're good for kids though. It's like a good starter pet. Like, you know, it's not as like hard as like killing like a puppy or a kitten.
Yeah, especially because you can easily replace them. So even if you accidentally do it, you can just like go get another one and be like, oh, fuck, it's the same thing.
They are ridiculously cheap. I mean, they put them in those bags at county fairs and you throw a ping pong ball in a bowl and you get one. So it's not really hard. It's like a step up from a plant, basically. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. Well, our viewers have lots of great advice, so let's find out. Do you think goldfish make great pets? Okay. Well, I'm Smiley PRCat88 says, not just good pets, but great crime scene mysteries. Did my cat eat my fish? Nice. Jason says no. Every time I take mine for a walk, it dies. Terrible pets. Swampy Nomo. Name my first goldfish Timex so you could take a licking and keep on ticking. He was a floater the next morning. Rafa Guitar says only if you have a hungry cat. And Starman says they are great pets for kids to start out with. They are a mess, but they are also a great responsibility. You ever leave them unattended for too long? You have an aquarium that's super cloudy thanks to the fact they like to swim in their poo. They know when it is feeding time, so they aren't dumb animals, so good for kids. But for me, I'd rather have a dog. Okay, so if you're not having a fish, Joel, you have a pup, so you'd rather have a dog then instead of a fish?
Oh, for sure. He's actually right here. He's actually just chilling, right? I just had to like set him aside so we could do the show. Because he was like jumping up here. But yeah, and by the way, I don't know how that dude knows that they like swimming in their own poo. I think that's a guess. Because I'm pretty sure if you could ask a goldfish, they probably would be like, no, clean the shit.
You know, if you got a goldfish that's going to answer your question, you have like, it's like Mr. Ed of fish. Like, that'd be great. You have yourself an instant viral video, TikTok ready to happen right there. You'll be a millionaire. Because I think they're pretty dumb creatures.
We don't know. I mean, we got to get Aquaman on the case.
That's true. I talk about being dumb creatures, and then I see us try to use the express line at the grocery store, and we can't figure that out either. So maybe I shouldn't be so judgmental.
There's an actual Pokemon like named after a goldfish. Well, I don't know if it's named after, but like modeled after a goldfish called Magikarp. I don't think there's any Pokemon modeled after humans, at least. Oh, maybe Hitmonchan. Okay, no, Hitmonchan's like Jackie Chan, I think.
Nice.
Anyway, you get my point.
We do. Well, here's another point. Real Treats tweets. He says, I think they'd go stale after a few weeks, so no. And he sends a bag of Pepperidge Farm goldfish baked crackers. Very nice play on words. Asher says, I've won lots of them back in the day. They were easy to care and nurture, but then their lifespan is very short. The thing is with goldfish, though, and I had a friend of mine, like I said, the bigger the tank you get, the bigger. I mean, these things are huge, and sometimes people hear, or like they'll dump them like in an actual like natural environment, and they'll eat all the other fish and get gigantic. I mean, you can get a goldfish that's probably the size of like a trout, maybe like a small alligator. They will get gigantic.
Well, I guess that's like the goldfish, the ultimate outcome for a goldfish. That's like 10 out of 10 in Mario Party if it's like a mini game for the goldfish. But it's also probably why it's a lazy person's pet too, because you so rarely see a goldfish that big. If you do, it's usually like on the news.
That's right. I do miss though, like back in the day, going to the pet store. Like we had Woolworths around growing up, where you could go to like the pet section and see like the 5 million aquariums, look at them all swimming around, then ask your parents for them. Like, no, we're not getting no damn goldfish. But they were cool, and they're definitely like, they're not all just gold. They have all kinds of different crazy colors. Like they are like kind of beautiful to look at.
Yeah. It's like dude said earlier in the show. It's good for first responsibility for a young child.
Well, let's let the poll have the final answer on this one because you guys always know what you're talking about on that one. So do goldfish make good pets? Survey says 58% no, 42% say yes. So all right, 58%, our audience is saying absolutely not to the goldfish. So there you go. Great bar talk subject for this week. And it seems to be on par with what the answers were coming up here.
Yeah, except the goldfish crackers one. That was a good answer. I kind of want some now.
Yeah, this is my Captionist and Spin the Win game show, the other show. He would have probably won the spin of the prize wheel. But yeah, for right answers. Anyhow, hey, you want to find that show though? Click on the like, subscribe button down below. It's right here available on the Big Jersey Joe 50 YouTube channel and other great stuff waiting for you each and every week. Goldfish, all right. It's also a great slot machine too in your local casino there in Vegas or here in Atlantic City, and available online as well. So everybody loves goldfish except for viewers on our show. 58% of you say no.
Maybe you just gotta open your mind to the power of the goldfish a little more.
Or they just like puppies or cats. We should ask a question if it's puppies or kittens next time. That'll be a spin-off show for a few weeks in the future here. Puppies or kittens, is that the way to go? All right, Jersey Joe, Ion, and you saying thanks for watching. Thanks for great answers, and we'll see you next time, I hope.
There's lots more fun waiting now on the Jersey Joe 50 YouTube channel. Click on one of these shows and kick back and relax.